One of the most important things when planning your skiing holiday is knowing what to buy and what to rent in resort, particularly when there's so much out there. This guide to basic ski gear will give you a few pointers. Now, you can rent helmets in the ski hire shops when you're out in the Alps, but you've got to consider, do you really want to wear a sweaty helmet for a week? Prices range from the lightest on the market, over 200 quid, to down around £45. You can get helmets as well that come with built-in headphones so that you can plug your iPod in while you're riding around. And most helmets now will have detachable earpieces here, so that in the spring, if it's warm, you can take that out and you don't get quite so sweaty when you're skiing around. So that's pretty cool. So consider the helmet, definitely. And it is, most ski resorts now in Europe, helmets are compulsory for under 16-year-olds. And while you're thinking about what to wear on your head, don't forget your sun cream. Sun can get very strong out in the Alps, particularly when it's reflected from the snow. So you've got a choice really, glasses or goggles. I would definitely pack both, because if it whites out and it's snowing, you really won't see anything if you're skiing around with sunglasses on. With your goggles, the most important thing is the lens. Now, this will generally be marked on the box. You can get a whole range of different coloured lenses for different light conditions. I personally would go with a lens that works in very low light for really bad weather conditions. If it's good weather, I'll ski around with my sunglasses on. If it turns into a whiteout and a snowstorm, get out the goggles and then I'll be able to see where I'm going. One thing it's worth spending a bit of money on, particularly if you're going mid-winter when it's going to be really cold, is gloves. If you do get cold hands, it can really ruin your holiday. Now, there's two ways to fight this. You can either go with an inner glove, so a thermal, like a silk glove, or you can go with mitts. Mitts are warmer than gloves, particularly for snowboarders. These gloves were designed for snowboarders because they've got a built-in wrist protecting system. There we go. If I put my hand in the glove and pull that out, you can see it's got an inner glove with a built-in wrist guard, and that all fits inside your mitt. Well, we've done head and hands. Well, what about the rest of the body? And like Shrek's famous onion, it's all about layers, having the right thermal layer. Don't wear cotton, particularly if it's warm, because it's not very good for wicking out the sweat. So a good thermal layer, top and bottom. You can even get thermals that will supposedly improve your performance. And finally, your feet. A good pair of ski socks really will make a difference, particularly if you're hiring boots and they're not the most comfortable. These ski socks come with padding on the shins, because you'll spend most of the day leaning forward against the front of your boots. I'll even cut off the bottom of my long johns just so that I've just got nothing but the sock between me and my boot. And talking of boots, it might seem like a little bit of an expense, but from racer to recreational skier, the ski boot is the most important piece of your kit, and it'll make the difference between a miserable week on the slopes to a fantastic ski holiday. There's two things you need to look for: fit and function. If you've got wide feet, you need to be buying a boot that fits wide feet. You're never going to cram into a boot that's really too narrow. And the second thing is the functions, the stiffness of the boot. If you've got a boot that's way too stiff for you, you're not going to be able to flex forward. This boot, for example, the Doberman, is a race boot. If you're a recreational skier who doesn't ski aggressively on the mountain, you're not going to be able to flex this boot and you're not going to be able to ski properly. Much better off go for a boot that's got some flex in it, and it'll actually feel more comfortable as well. I would say buy in the UK as well, so that you can take them back and you can get them fitted. You can even get insoles made up so that you can get the comfort absolutely spot on before you go skiing. And finally, fashion. It's gone day glow, it's gone primary colours, it's gone tartan. But if you want to save yourself some money, get something that you can wear in the UK as well.